Oh no, it's like already starting. Oh shoot. Is it starting? Please finish. Click? What do I do? E, of course, action. Oh, I have to move my mouse to move the pages. That's pretty interesting.
I'm just gonna start at the beginning with the house.
Is the game loud enough? She's talking kind of quiet. Okay, really quick. Do the usual. Graphics. 1920 by 1080 is, I guess, fine. Ultra is fine. Audio is there. I am not seeing subtitles, but maybe it's just like that.
I lived here until I was 11, but I wasn't allowed inside half the rooms. Inside the mailbox were bills from 7 years ago, marked urgent, open immediately. I hadn't been back since my brother Lewis's funeral.
Oh. I should just punch that thing open.
In her will, my mother left me a key, but didn't tell me what it unlocked. Maybe she thought I'd know, or she thought that the mystery would be enough to bring me back.
Can I go this way? Do I want to go this way? No, it made me nervous. Let's go this way.
No one had driven this way in a long time, but I saw a few hoof prints.
Oh, how cute is it, dear?
The truth is, even after I inherited the house, I never thought I'd come back to it. But now I had questions about my family that only the house knew the answers to. The house was exactly like I remembered it, the way I'd been dreaming about it.
Look, what? Look at all those, rooms on top of rooms? It's like a storybook house.
The house made me uncomfortable in a way I couldn't put into words.
It makes me uncomfortable, honestly. Like, it's weird.
Now, as a 17-year-old, I knew exactly what those words were. I was afraid of the house.
Am I opening those? No. Oh, I'm going this way?
Crawling through the doggy door used to be a lot easier when I was 11.
Oh, this a lot, yeah, I'm sure.
For the first time in years, I felt like I was home.
Wow, look at all these books.
But instead of a family, there were just memories of one. Like how after Lewis started working at the cannery, we all got sick of eating salmon. Except our cat, Molly. Or how only one restaurant would deliver to our house, so we had Chinese a lot.
Yummy.
The table was still a wreck from the night we left. It was like a bomb had gone off, killing everyone but sparing the furniture. My mom was the only one of us who could imagine Great-Grandma Edie living in a nursing home. Nothing in the house looked abnormal. There was just too much of it, like a smile with too many teeth. Mom always told me to stay out of the basement, so I wasn't too surprised when the key didn't fit. Great-Grandpa
cool.
Sven built a music box for Barbara, along with the rest of the house. My mom wasn't much of an optimist, but she never stopped believing that my brother Milton was alive. A lot of things got left behind in the whirlwind of that last night.
Look, it's like, it's super sealed shut. They caulked it and everything.
After Milton disappeared, Mom sealed up all the bedrooms. Then Edie retaliated and drilled peepholes. I spent a lot of time playing in Great Uncle Walter's room. I think my mom sometimes regretted not sealing it up.
I mean, why are we sealing up all these rooms?
Lewis told me there were secret passages, but I never believed him.
Oh, it unlocks a book? Why does this book got a seal on it?
Turns out, my mom was really good at keeping secrets.
Oh,
Now
yeah,
it was
that's
time
the
to
secret
find out
room
what
is a
Mom
book.
had been afraid of. From the paintings on the wall, it was clear my brother Milton had been here before me. Reading this, maybe it sounds like I had a plan. But I had no idea what was behind that door. Just like I had no idea where all this was gonna lead. I grew up looking at Molly's room through the peephole. Molly's gerbil had a tiny bedroom with its own even
That is
tinier
so
gerbil
cute.
cage.
Oh, stop it.
Being inside for the first time, I felt like I'd stepped behind a painting.
Dissecting starfish?
December 13th, 1947. Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner. I woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat.
Oh my god, she better eat the seeds and she better not eat the gerbil.
The gerbil food was dry, but I didn't mind it.
Oh, okay. Whew. That was a close one.
Mom, can I come out now?
Sweetheart, it's late. Go to sleep.
I think the mom is German.
My Halloween candy was all gone.
Dang it. It's the worst. Wait, hold on. It's weird. Oh, look how little.
I
We're
kept
so small.
eating and eating.
Oh, she's not. She's eating freaking toothpaste?
I ate a lot of things that night.
Oh, that's poisonous. Just an FYI.
Then I heard chirping outside my window. It was a barn swallow going back to her nest.
Hey, bird.
I reached out for her. And suddenly,
Wait,
it was a cat.
what? Sorry, bird. How do I cat? Can I jump that way? Yes, I can. What's up,
I
bird?
tried to be quiet, but the bird was really scared.
She's dreaming, right? There's no way. Where the hell did the bird go? I'm confused. Where do I go? Oh, almost had you.
I jumped and I almost got her. I could tell she was getting really tired.
I don't want to kill the bird.
Now I was up in the big tree. I promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore. All I cared about was eating that mama bird. I gobbled her up,
Oh shoot!
and suddenly I was an owl.
What is happening?
First, all I heard was
Holy crap!
then I heard little
Am I-
teeth
am I-
nibbling
am I-
in the grass.
And I heard little teeth nibbling in the grass. Where? We're looking for a mouse. Where are we at? I don't see anything.
Rabbits.
Rabbits? Oh, over here? Oh, I see. Follow the letters. Sorry, rabbit! I'm sorry!
I imagined his face looking up and seeing mine through my talons.
Damn, we just eaten the whole
I
rabbit?
swallowed him up, and
Oh
I
my God.
didn't chew one bit.
Jesus Christ.
Then I flew off to find something bigger.
Find something bigger than a rabbit? You're just an owl.
A mama rabbit.
A mama rabbit? Man, what is up with this eating mama animals? I'm sorry. Let's progress the story. I'm sorry, man.
She was almost too big to carry. I started choking, but I couldn't stop eating. And suddenly, I was a shark.
What? We're a shark on land? Oh, ow. Ow. Well, I'm stuck here. How do I shark? Okay, let me... Hold on, we're going, shark, we're going. We're going. Oh my god, we're going. Wow, alright.
I rolled off the cliff and into the ocean. Now, I was hungrier than ever.
Okay, that's down. Inverted. Get over here, fishy.
I wanted fat, juicy
that's a seal.
seals.
Yum. Oh, I'm sorry again.
I tore off
This
the
is so
flipper,
brutal.
and it tasted really good.
Tore off her flipper. Well, if you're gonna do that, just eat those seal. Or seal. No, she can't swim. Where the hell did she go? There she is. I'm sorry. I'm going away. I miss you.
Grabbed on tight.
Oh
So
no!
hungry, I jumped out of the
Yeah, just a shark rolling down the hill,
When
apparently.
I opened my eyes, everything had changed.
When I opened my eyes, everything changed. Wait, what the hell? What is that? What is this? What am I, a snake? What is that? An octopus leg? A tentacle. What is the hell? What am I? That is gross, whatever it is. I don't like this. What am I supposed to do? Look at this. What am I? I'm the Kraken, dude. Can I see myself? No. Can I go? I can go this way. Ew, I don't like it. It's
Now I
gross.
was a monster, and I smelled people everywhere.
Well, I can't see anything, so. Smell. Oh, I'm gonna eat a person? Okay, this I'm okay with.
I was big, but I moved real quiet.
Haha, sucker. Yeah, got him.
I wanted to stop, but also I didn't.
Oh, he's hammered. I like this better. I don't know who they are, but. How do I get up there? Ooh, bird. Looking for a person. Get him!
After the last passenger,
Nom,
I
nom,
was
nom,
still
nom, nom.
hungry. To cross the water and smell something new, something I had to have, so I swam towards it.
What? We're still the Kraken monster?
I slithered onto the sand, and the good smell went into an old pipe.
We're going. Oh my god! Oh, it's so gross.
I got closer and closer.
This is us. Wait, what? Talk about a freaking revert. What is happening? Oh, my stomachs?
All of my stomach started growling.
This
And
is a
suddenly,
trip.
I was me again. I held my breath for a long time, but I couldn't hear anything. I think it's waiting for me to fall asleep.
This little girl is wild. Is that why her mom locked her in the room? Like because she's wild like that?
I'm not sure if I believed all of that, but I'm sure Edie would have.
Aw, she passed away at 10. That's kind of sad. That was weird. Oh, I'm sitting in this chair.
I can't describe it, but I felt like some part of Molly was still here.
Yeah, she's probably under the bed. Oh, can we look under the bed? I don't see anything. Oh. Oh, no way, there's a cat. It's her. She's a cat.
This will be obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories. Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past. Though, when we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly.
What? The mom. Oh, okay, so later
I spent a
after.
lot of time in Great Grandma Edie's room.
Like later after they named the kitten Molly.
Her room was like a museum.
I had one of
For
these.
500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune and misfortune. Odin Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse, his wife Ingeborg and their newborn son, Johan. On January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family and his house, hoping to leave the curse behind. But 40-foot waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea.
Like Odin?
Odin's daughter Edie, with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island. Odin Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery. His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house.
Oops. How do I get out of the E? Or do I have to click it again? How do I get out of the picture thing? No, did this. What the heck? Let me out! Let me out of it! I'm pushing all the buttons, I can't get out. Put it down! Put the thing down already. Oh my god. Maybe if I just hold it for a really long time? No? Oh, there we go. I had to... I would have never thought of doing that.
Whatever's wrong with this family, it goes back a long ways. Louis died a week before we left, but Edie had already started to memorialize him. Edie knit me a new pair of gloves every year, just in time to replace the old ones. Edie Edie gave a big interview about a mole man living under the Finch house. My mom was furious.
That's funny.
I hadn't thought of myself as Edith Jr. for a long, long time.
Oh, she's named after her grandma?
When Edie told people Sven was killed by a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. She could have, but she didn't.
I probably wouldn't say the same exact thing, like he was killed by a dragon.
Even in her 90s, sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother. The only trace Grandpa Sam's first wife, Kay, left on the house was the pink bathroom. It was a pretty big trace.
Yeah, super pink.
There's a secret in this bathroom. It's in the last place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard. It's hidden in this book.
Photo room?
Sven gave Sam an old camera he'd refurbished. He never put it down.
Why is this music playing? Why is it like creepy all of a sudden?
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin. And that he never talked about him.
This is cool though. Imagine having a room like
this.
this.
Any more than my mom did.
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it.
Oh, this is like from the trailer.
My brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom. And he did.
And he did. Oh wow, okay.
At Barbara's funeral, we swore he'd never be afraid again. And he wasn't.
This guy's, he's going pretty high for
I
having a
think
broken
Calvin
foot.
always wanted to fly.
Jesus.
Dinner's ready.
Coming! But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it.
Oh, we are not gonna jump off of the swing at freaking high tide, right? We are flying.
I told him going around was impossible.
Oh, he's gonna try to go around.
But maybe if I hadn't said that.
Yep, it's your fault.
Calvin,
Oh, it's gonna break.
Maybe if the wind hadn't picked up.
Oh my god.
Then maybe.
Oh my
he'd
god.
still be there. But I doubt it.
Oh no, he's gonna die.
I think he'd already made up his mind.
Oh my
That's what I
god!
want to remember about
This
my
is so
brother.
scary. Oh, he's gonna hit the house. Oh, he's gonna hit the house.
The day
Oh my
he made
god.
up his mind to fly. And he did.
Oh, he did not land in the tree. He flew off. Damn, man.
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
I thought he was gonna land in the tree too. All these kids, they die in like 10-year time span. Like, what's up with that? Yeah.
After the funeral, Edie roped
What the
off
hell? Why am I
Calvin's half of
floating?
the room.
I am floating right now. Oh, okay. I think it glitched out. No, I'm floating. What is happening? That was
Mom
super
said Grandpa
weird.
Sam enlisted at 18 and never set foot in the room again.
Got another one. Oh, which way am I going? Oh. Whoa, that's wild.
The passages were a pretty tight fit. They'd obviously been built for
Someone
smaller
here-
hands and bellies.
Was it wine? Not orange tabby. Hold on, do I go this way first? Oh god, that Bigfoot creeped me out. Hold on, let's go back this way.
Whenever people ask me about my family, the first thing they always want to know about is Barbara.
Oh, she's an actress.
Edie's father, Odin, built the original house. Mom must
It's
have
like the
locked
Winchester
the
house.
stairs on the night we left. Growing up, I always thought of Barbara as a child star.
Well, I mean, she looks like one.
I never thought about how hard it must have been for her afterwards. Of all the stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
Like a comic book? Oh no, no way.
Jack here with another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch. As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up, a has-been. But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed. Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Oh, yikes.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room.
Oh man.
So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was cancelled.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box. The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks, babe. I'll be back in a sec.
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned. So Barbara went to look for him, right on cue. She reached for the music box. And as she wound the key, she listened for Rick, but the house was silent.
Are we? Oh, we're playing inside of the comic square.
She found Rick's crutch and imagined the worst.
Wait a minute. I know this music, and I don't like it.
The gang's leader is the infamous Hookman killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
The old fridge rattled and grew still.
Oh, the boyfriend's playing a like, prank on us.
Oh dear!
Oh dear, that's what she says? Yeah, smack the hell out of him. Who says oh dear in that situation?
I
Oh
was
dear.
just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well, I'm not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
Then act furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and you're...
Slam the door on him.
There's something to remember him by.
His crutch?
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching
Aw.
the late picture show. Hours later...
Barbara! Walter? What's going
Oh, that's
on
right,
up there?
the brother.
Ah! Okay, I'm coming up, but if this is a trick, you're dead, Walter.
Oh, not again. Ooh!
Walter, are you there?
Walter had vanished, but his bedside radio was still on.
Orcas Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Barbara turned, saw the hook man, and was speechless. He was quite
Still no scream.
smashing. And he was. He couldn't get enough of Barbara.
Okay, Barbara, there's gotta be another way out of here.
That night, she played her part beautifully. She thought about abandoning Walter, but just couldn't do it.
Where am I going?
Molly's door.
I'm just leaving the room.
Years, the hinges grown.
Let's hit him with the... Oh. Oops. Smack him! Hit him again. Oh! 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 He fell over the banister.
He wasn't moving, But she sensed the story might not be over yet.
We're gonna get down there and he's gonna be gone.
The hookman had vanished. She listened for his breathing, but all she heard was... At the door, she heard whispering. It was coming from inside the house.
Oh dear.
The monsters had come to surprise her.
What?
For Barbara, it was a dream come true.
We just hit the heck out of that guy and he
Saw
fell
what
off the
kind of
thing. How's he
monsters they
okay?
were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous.
Uh-oh, wait a minute.
Final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life. I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent.
What?
Poor girl. She had a taste for stardom.
Oh my
But
god.
unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter, hiding under his bed the whole time. He took it all pretty hard, but that's another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box was all they ever found of her. Her ear.
Her ear?
Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
Not an eerie tale, please.
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
I mean, I don't know about that.
I guess now I know why Mom didn't like me playing with the music box. It's funny. All those times I played with the music box and never found the basement key.
I'm guessing it wants us to go to the basement. I don't know if I want to go to the basement. Well, it doesn't look
Mom
like
said
it
the
did.
basement was off limits, unless I wanted another tetanus shot. I saw Edie sneak down to the basement once, carrying packages.
Probably presents.
I thought maybe she was hiding presents.
Yeah, see?
It turned
Nope,
out she was
trap
hiding a
door.
lot more than that. I remember asking Mom once about where Walter had gone. She said after Barbara died, he got as far away as he could.
Holy crap, this would be
If
so
there's
cool
a
to
pattern
have.
in all these stories, I think it's that none of us has gotten very far.
Goodbye, everyone. I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years.
Oh, that's probably why she talked about there being a mole man at the bottom of the house.
On that
Or
first
it's
day,
him.
after the shaking started, I didn't think I'd survive the week.
Oh. Great.
But after a few days, I settled into a routine. That's what kept me sane. Having a schedule, living for today.
Don't you
I
drink
was
that.
expected
Oh my
to
god.
be dead tomorrow.
He's not about to eat
But if you
and
wait
drink
long enough,
peaches
you
every
get
day.
used to anything.
He is.
Even a monster on the other side of the door starts to feel normal. Almost friendly.
Again.
And then one day, everything just stopped.
Been a long time.
Whatever that thing was, it was gone. Maybe it got tired of waiting. Or maybe I just got tired of being afraid. It's been a week now, the longest in 30 years. I'm done waiting. I have
Yeah?
to leave. Well, I still can.
How much deeper in the house
I know
is
it's
this?
out there somewhere. Whatever killed Barbara and Molly. And Calvin. Maybe this is all a mistake. But I need to stop living the same day, even if it kills me.
Train tracks?
Whatever's out there, I want you to know I'm ready for it. I'm going to appreciate all of it, especially the food. I don't mind if I only have a year left. Or a month, or a single week. I'd be happy with one new day. I can already imagine the sun on my face.
Oh my god. Well,
Walter died when I was 6. I can't believe my mom never told me he was down here.
What is up with this family, dude?
I'm sure my mom was trying to protect me.
Oops. Oh my gosh, open the thing.
Maybe she was afraid I'd end up like Walter. But if she never told me about an uncle under the house, I can only imagine what else she was hiding. I don't want to make the same mistakes she made.
Look at this. It's just like all his garbage and stuff. Just been sitting here forever.
Trying to bury something that's still alive.
Oh.
Now that there's only one of us left, or maybe 2, I thought it was time I heard the stories for myself and found out what happened to everyone else.
Better get off the tracks.
But now I'm worried the stories themselves might be the problem. Maybe we believed so much in a family curse, we made it real.
Wait a minute. Oh.
I don't know if I should even be writing this.
Why is there chairs up there?
Maybe it'd be better if all this just died with me. But I thought you should know about your family.
But I thought you should know about your family? Who is she talking to? Not herself.
And the history you're a part of. Though to be honest, I feel as lost as you probably do right now. I think the people in these stories believed them, for what that's worth. And when you look at the house, that history of imagination and stubbornness and madness, any of it seems possible.
Peek through there.
I think we've been surrounded by death for so long, we've just gotten used to it. What kind of family finishes building a cemetery before starting the house? It's embarrassing for me to admit this, but the pet cemetery made me more uncomfortable than the human one.
Aww.
3 of the gerbils were mine, and 2 had been my fault.
Jesus. Lucy!
Sven built the house, but it was Edie who designed the cemetery. I'm sure Odin's monument had been Edie's idea. My mom was always trying to move on, but for Edie, the past never went away. She could see it poking out of the water at low tide. Edie said she dreamed about the old house every night.
Oh. So that's not the original house? That's the original house? That sucks, huh?
Edie's side was always easier for me to understand. But the older I get, the more I can see where my mom was coming from. Her dad had been pretty strict, but it wasn't enough to save her brothers. She was just trying to do better. She lost 2 of her brothers, just like I did. I get why she tried so hard to protect us.
That's not a Finch. Sanjay Kumar.
There's so many things I wish I could ask my mom now. Part of me thinks this is what she wanted all along. For me to come back someday and find everything out for myself. But looking back on it now, if she told me there was going to be so much climbing, I never would have come when I was 22 weeks pregnant.
Oh, alright. Was this something I missed, or are they just now telling us that this is for a future? I thought she was 17. Isn't that what they said? I mean, it's not like it's impossible, but...
I never met Grandpa Sam, but I think he and my mom had a lot in common.
Whoops.
They were both pretty intense.
No, don't put it down.
Dawn, I promise, you'll never forget this weekend.
Yes, sir.
These memories are gonna last a lifetime.
Am I gonna have to shoot anything?
It's a hunting trip, Dawn. Shooting is strongly encouraged.
Easy. Oh, you?
What?
Perfect.
It's gonna
I didn't
rain the
know
whole
how I knew how to
weekend,
do
isn't
that.
it? Please just take the damn picture.
Hey, language.
He's over here.
I will never forget this weekend, Dad.
That's the spirit. Okay, got it.
I'm gonna take some
That was my
pictures,
bad. I thought
okay?
they wanted pictures
Just
of the
be
car.
careful. The camera's older than you are.
Aw. You're right, Dad. It's starting to clear up. Still freezing, though.
Definitely should not have drunk all that coffee.
Hold still, while I-
Hey,
That's a keeper.
That's funny.
I'm just saying, I'm not always gonna be here, Don. You'll need to remember this stuff if you want to survive.
I'll be fine, Dad.
You know who else thought he was gonna be fine?
Some guy who died.
Don, I'm being serious.
I know, Dad. You're always serious. Doesn't being out here make you want to chill out?
Well, to tell you the truth, I haven't been out here in 20 years.
Dad!
Good eyes, Don. Before you take the shot, let me get a picture of you.
Where the hell is he at? Oh.
Dad, I.
Just breathe. Turn up. Let me get behind you.
Do I have to do this?
Don, you don't have to do anything. But if you want to survive, you'll need to.
Oh.
Great shot, Don!
Damn, I did not want to capture that moment forever. She's crying. I would be crying too.
I'm proud of you, Don. Always remember that, okay?
Oh, I'm controlling him. I thought I was still
Sorry,
controlling
Don.
the
Just gotta
camera.
reset the timer.
Get up there.
Dad, it's twitching. I think
That's
it's
totally normal, Don. Just focus on the camera. Try not to think about.
Dad!
Oh, no way! Oh my god, I swear to god, this family's gonna stress me out. Well, what a thing to remember, huh?
Of all these stories, that's the one I wish most that my mom had told me.
Right? Super G's. Like, what the heck, dude? He was only 33 years old. Well, that's what you get for hunting deer.
Instead of hiding from death, Sam seemed to go out of his way to meet it.
Insulation. Some MREs. Cool, cool.
After Sam died, my mom and Edie got really close. They'd both lost a lot.
What the heck is this thing? Whoops. I did not mean to do that. You mean to tell me that this, like, baby room is connected to the attic like this? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. What? So we got a baby, Dawn, which was that little girl, in a bed, and it's all connected to the attic? No, don't put it down. Let me see, let me see. Sam Finch. Oh yeah, 20 calendar days.
Dear Kay, do you remember the way Gregory used to laugh when he thought he was alone? Like something funny was happening, but only he could see it.
We a baby. Yeah, be playing my frog.
I think he saw things the rest of us don't.
Oh my god, we're not controlling this frog.
Watching's over, Gregory. It's time to...
She left the baby in the tub.
Hold on, sweetie.
You never leave babies in the tub.
Sam, I told you I don't want to talk right now.
Boo!
Everything you could. Maybe if I hadn't called that night.
Damn it. Hold on, I don't want Gregory to hear this.
I wish he could have told us. sure he's happy. And he'd want you to be happy too. Good luck, Kay. Love, Sam.
Good God. Where's his little thing at? Back out with Sam. Oh, he's up there.
I can't imagine my mom ever writing poetry, and yet... A poem for Gus, who always said the wedding was a bad idea. Our father never hit us kids, at least not very hard, before the day my brother said with teenage disregard that he'd be dead before he'd see a wedding in our yard. My father made him come, of course, but Gus stood far apart, just flew his kite and bottled up the storm inside his heart. I tried to talk him out of it, but though he'd never met her, we don't need a stepmom, were the words that I
now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride.
It really was depressing. What the hell, dude? Come on. What am I supposed to do? Destroy the wedding, right? Go this way. In the tree? No. Oh, there's words here. I didn't see the words there.
When the time for photos came, Dad ordered him to
Come here.
But Gus declined, and as a sign held up his middle finger.
Tell him, Gus.
The wind picked up, and panicked geese appeared and quickly went. But all the humans did that day was go inside the tent.
Some letters down here. Yeah, destroy the wedding.
Rain came down in buckets then, but no one seemed afraid that nature might destroy the tent our dad had crudely made.
Destroy the tent. Dive bomb. How come I can't dive bomb? Oh, there must be letters somewhere there.
The thunder sounded much too close and full of angry power. But all my father said to this was, "Make the music louder."
Oh my god, is he gonna get electrocuted right now, like Benjamin Franklin? It's Benjamin Franklin, right? That got electrocuted by... I wish that. What's going on? There it goes.
wish that I could truly say I thought about
Oh,
you
it's like
when
that
I was
thing
young.
from Nope.
Out there on the beach alone. Just you, the wind, the sea, and foam. But I didn't. Until we found you. She never talked about it.
Dang, man. Her
Mom
whole
told me
family's
once
just a
if I
goner.
was a boy, they were going to name me Gus.
That a
My
rock
mom moved
wall.
up to the loft
That's
after
cool.
her brothers died. At the time, it was as far away as she could get. She spent a summer building houses in Calcutta, where she met my dad, Sanjay.
Oh, okay.
My mom moved to India a week after graduation and got a job teaching English. Lewis was born a year later. When my dad died, I don't think Mom knew where else to go. I'm sure Edie was happy to have her back. And to see kids in the house again. The house had to get a little bigger, but Edie was used to that. And for a while, things were good. Almost normal. But it didn't last. The beginning of the end was Milton's 10th birthday, when Edie gave him a castle. Milton Finch in The Magic Paintbrush.
Well. Oh. Oh, it's a flip book. Let's flip it. Wait. There it goes. Not that painting sneezing on him. Oh, flip bookception. That's a big ass flip book. Oh, that's it, I guess.
I was 4 when Milton disappeared.
Oh, he just disappeared. That's why I guess maybe why she's saying 2 people, because maybe he's the person that we don't know where he is. 92 to 03. That's what. Oh shit. He's 9 years old. Where the heck could he possibly have gone? Nothing else? Well, let me out. Let me out of here. Oh, I have to stand right here, maybe?
Mom spent months searching for my brother. Then she sealed the doors.
She's like currently pregnant. Look at that. So what we're reading back to ourselves is she's already written this stuff, but she's actively pregnant. She's climbing and doing stuff.
Whatever Milton had found in the house, Mom didn't want it getting out.
Well, gotta go the other way. Oh. I'm going the wrong way.
Mom definitely blamed Edie, but I think Lewis blamed himself. After he graduated, he just spent more and more time in his room until Mom got him a job at the cannery.
Is that a hookah? It is.
Lewis's room smelled very, very familiar. That part of him lived on. Lewis and I spent a lot of time playing games together, but he was surprisingly bad at them. He died a lot.
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Lewis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse. Newly sober, I believe Lewis first noticed the monotony of his daily life. He kept working at the cannery.
I'm literally guiding his hand to do this.
But he withdrew part of himself. In our sessions, I saw the same behavior. His mind began to...
You know what?
wander.
Oh, I didn't realize that was a person. Oh, no, wait. I have
I asked him to describe it.
control him and cut fish heads?
He said he started small,
It's actually not that hard.
imagining a labyrinth. He'd feel his way about. Then something moved. Bats
Rats.
and toads. And
This
things
was a
that
dragon.
have not names. He knew it was all in his head.
He sees it in.
But he took it very seriously. I had hoped he'd find himself. But he found something more.
What the heck?
I worried about him then. Daydreaming at the cannery. I spoke with his boss. But he said Lewis had become a model employee. Methodical, tireless, focused. Like a whole new Lewis. So I let him go on.
Oh, I can't see.
I even encouraged him. It seemed very promising at first. He told me he'd made a new friend.
A puppy!
On the edge of a city he named Lewis Topia. He built the city up slowly, brick by brick. Then he made musicians. And songs for them to play. He talked about starting a band. And he was always humming something. Every day his imagination grew stronger.
Gosh.
He no longer spoke at the cannery. But his chopping was as reliable as ever. Then one day it struck him that all the cheering crowds, even the stones under his feet, were all in his imagination, so he could do whatever he wished. He held an election for mayor. And he won.
It's like a... It's like Mario.
They begged him to stay, but his mind was already wandering. It became a game for him.
That was hard. Oh my God, I have to
He'd
steal
conquer a
this boat.
city, then immediately push on. New Louisville. St. Louis.
Not St. Louis.
He started drifting away from our reality.
Ah!
Minneapolis. Until one day he
Minneapolis.
forgot to go home from the cannery. Even as his mother pleaded with him, part of Lewis kept saying
Oh.
on. In Louisburg, he heard rumors of a handsome queen.
Oh, I'm making a story up.
The queen was on her own quest for
Definitely not serpents. We're going rainbows.
radiant rainbows.
Oops.
He followed the sound of her silver harp. His chase led him to a golden palace east of the sun and west of the moon. Even even then, his logic remained sound.
Oh my gosh, I can't see anything.
He knew the world was all in his imagination.
Oh, there's so many fish. Hold on, let me do all these fish. Get up there. I don't know how
so
my brain
proud
is
of having
doing this. I can
created
just... What? But he was so proud of how he created it.
In his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king. For someone who'd never known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming. And then it struck him that the real Lewis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace. My imagination is as real as my body, he told me. It was hard to argue with him.
Oh, I'm back in real life. That was really hard to do.
He began to forget the world we know. I think it pained him to remember Lewis, the cannery worker. He began to despise the man with a royal contempt.
That us? He's not even doing anything.
I still thought I could save him. Even
Oh my
after
God,
he
is
said
he gonna
was
go
being
into like a
crowned
freaking
king over
grinding
all the
machine or
lands of
something?
wonder. The palace would be packed with his companions. Including the wise Calico who'd insisted on inviting him.
Not the wise calico. That little girl cat. It really is. This is a trip.
His queen waited, holding his crown. There was only one thing left to do.
I have a really bad feeling. I think that's what's gonna happen. Like so far, every story, like somebody, like
Bend down his head.
you know, yep, yeah, freaking stick his head in the fish slicer. Oh my God, here we go. Oh my God, his head is in the fish slicer. I know it's in the fish slicer. It's in the
The rest I
slicer.
think you know. Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
Oh my God. What the hell, man? Why is people dying in the worst possible ways ever?
My brother was really cool. I wish you could have met him.
There's not that many of them left. There's only, wait, Dawn is the little girl. Or I thought, who are we? We're not on this list? Or are we Dawn? And Edie, but we haven't learned about her yet. let's get the hell out of here. Let's keep going.
On the way back from Lewis's funeral, my mom told me to start packing. She waited until the day before we left to tell Edie. I'm not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder.
Oh, the store's kind of open a little bit. The hell's that?
I wish we'd stayed.
Oh, it's beanbag. It's packing peanuts.
But I understand why we left. My mom ended up leaving everything behind. What happened that night had been coming for a long time. Maybe it should have come sooner. But it had to end one way or another.
Questioning if we're even alive. Like, I don't even know.
All that's left now is to tell you about that last night.
Edith, that's us, right? Oh, here we go.
That whole last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word. Until supper, when she raised her glass and said,
"To our final night together, and all our final nights apart."
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very
Edith,
specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
The power had been shut off that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles. When my mom sealed the library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance, or that Edie had a key to it.
That thing you're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house. Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your stories.
Wait a minute.
I think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight. We'll have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning, okay?
Dear Edith, there's so many stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born. That night, the tide went way, way out.
Oh,
It
we
was
get to go to the other
first
house?
and last time I ever saw the old house aground. There'd been an earthquake out in the middle of the ocean. They called it the lowest tide in 1,000 years. God, it smelled awful. You know, I've seen that house every day of my life. But I never thought I'd go back to it. When the fog rolled in, I lost my way. I got turned around.
I was going the right way.
For a while, I wandered.
Dang
I
it, now I'm
started
super lost.
seeing things.
Oh dear.
Things I'd forgotten had ever existed. But when I saw them, they felt like old friends. That night, a lot of things came back to me. Or maybe I came back to them. Things I can't explain, but that I need you to try and...
Edith, what are you doing in here?
It's mine.
Edith!
Mom, you're gonna rip it. Let go.
No!
I kicked and screamed,
Man.
but Mom dragged me to the car. I never saw Great Grandma Edie again. The next morning, the band came to pick her up, but she was already gone. After that, we moved around a lot. We both tried to make the best of it. A few years went by. My mom didn't like to talk about it. But she started getting sick a lot. The rest happened pretty quickly.
Oh, her mom is Dawn. Her mom is the little girl.
She got better for a while, and then she didn't. And then I was alone. The last Finch left alive. Until I found out about you. I'm still not sure what to tell you about all this. If we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things. But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes. And appreciate how strange and brief all of this is.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
This journal was supposed to be for you.
Is what's happening is what I think is happening?
But now I hope you'll never see it.
Are we
I just want to meet you. And tell you all these stories myself. But I guess if you're reading this now...
Time to be born. Time to be born. This is really not the viewpoint I would like to see. Like this is kind of like ew.
This is where your story begins.
We're born.
I'm sorry I won't be there to see it. It's
Are
a
you
lot to
freaking-
ask.
What the hell, man? Is
But I
she
don't
died
want you
too?
to be sad that I'm gone. I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all. Good luck.
What the heck, dude? Freaking everyone's dead. Why did they all die like and so gruesomely and awfully and horribly? Jeez Louise. Why'd you make me play this? I'm just kidding.